Interested in bringing a Pomsky puppy home? Or maybe you're in the research phase, making a pro and con list of potential dog breeds. Price will inevitably play a role in your decision-making process. So, what does a Pomsky cost? And why are designer dog breeds so expensive? Let's dive in. Hi there, I'm Krista, and this is my Pomsky named Pilot. Our mission is to shine a spotlight on the incredible Pomsky breed. Since this designer breed isn't widely known, I created the Pomsky 101 channel to answer all the questions I get asked when I'm out and about with Pilot. And let me tell you, the price of Pomskys is definitely a question I get often. Now let's quickly chat about designer breeds and why they can be pricier than their purebred counterparts. Even though designer breeds are essentially mixed breeds, breeders usually aim for a specific look. This process involves research, time, and effort, all of which can drive up the price. For instance, many Pomsky lovers want the perfect quote-unquote mini husky, which means blue eyes and a traditional husky face mask. Achieving that look takes time and careful breeding. The cost of the foundation dogs, in this case a Siberian Husky and a Pomeranian, also contributes to the high price of designer dogs. Purchasing a Husky and a Pomeranian to create a Pomsky could cost upwards of $10,000 each. On top of that, breeders have to pay for artificial insemination, vet bills, training, and more. Another reason designer breeds can be expensive comes down to good old supply and demand. If demand spikes for a certain breed and there aren't enough puppies to go around, the price skyrockets. So how much does a Pomsky cost? Well, I paid $1,800 for Pilot, while his brother was $1,200. Why the difference? Pilot has one blue eye and one brown eye, while his brother has two brown eyes. That one blue eye on Pilot was worth an extra $600, I guess. Now, in full transparency, I got Pilot from what I'd call a home breeder. This breeder had two F2 Pomskys and decided to breed them. Pilot was part of their fourth litter, and I got to meet both of his parents and the entire litter. Funny enough, a week after getting Pilot, I noticed that his brown-eyed brother was still available. The breeder was running a Valentine's Day special and was offering him for $750. The Pomsky Owners Association recommends being cautious of anyone selling a Pomsky for less than $1,500. A price below that amount could mean that the puppy is from a puppy mill or could be a red flag for a potential scam. For instance, the puppy may not exist and you could be scammed out of a deposit or even worse, the full cost of the puppy. Or you might think you're getting a Pomsky, but the puppy's in fact not a Pomsky at all. Just yesterday, I saw a Facebook post where someone thought they had a Pomsky, but after a DNA test, they found out their quote-unquote Pomsky was actually a mix of Husky, Malamute, and Lhasa Apso. No Pomeranian in sight. And another poor soul discovered their Pomsky was 40% Sheltie, 24% Pomeranian, and a mix of other breeds without a trace of Siberian Husky. I've even heard of folks coming home with what they thought was a Pomsky only to watch it grow and grow until they realized they had a full Husky on their hands instead. Surprise! So remember, if the price seems too good to be true, it probably is. We've discussed the low end of Pomsky pricing, but what about the high end? Well, if you're looking for a teacup or a toy Pomsky with blue eyes and traditional Husky markings, you might be looking at the $5,000 to $6,000 range. But generally, most Pomsky puppies will cost you between $2,000 and $5,000. When shopping around, consider asking breeders some key questions, like, have the parents of the litter been embark tested? This DNA and genetic health testing is crucial. I didn't ask my breeder, but I'm planning to test Pilot to see what his Husky Pomeranian mix really is. Another question could be, were the puppies raised indoors or outside in a kennel? This can greatly affect the price as well. Are the breeders on site full time? If so, you may pay more than with breeders who have a day job elsewhere. These factors all play into the final price of a Pomsky. Now, do you have any other Pomsky questions you'd like me to answer? If so, drop them in the comments below. I love sharing my Pomsky insights with you. And if you're curious about DNA testing for your dog, I'll link the one that's highly recommended in the Pomsky community down in the description.